backers. They want more, but it's been really difficult for us to figure out how much we're going to tell backers and what we put out there, because it's a constant process of creating this thing. And kind of generally struggling with this, the fact that we really want to do more updates and we want to, tell you more about the process that we're doing, but also we don't want to have the backlash of actually when we backtrack on decisions. Just trying to find that neat balance between, announcing something and actually showing you the process and the work that we're doing. We've come up with this idea that we'll do these behind the scenes, confession boothy kind of things where we'll be talking to the camera, just giving you guys the lay of the land, what we're working on right now. And we realize this probably won't be for all our backers. Some people might not be interested in this part of the process. But there's definitely also some people that might find this interesting. So we're going to try it out, see how it works, and you can let us know if you want to see more or less of this sort of stuff. A couple of cool things have happened this past week, but I think the best thing was obviously that we got our samples.
We already received a couple of really nice samples just to verify the colors, and we're happy and satisfied with that result.
We actually have like 5 colors, but we have to decide on which kind of red or which kind of white or that.
But we couldn't be entirely sure before we saw the actual samples. I mean, they sent us pictures, but we wanted to hold them in our hands.
It's really great to have them, the actual product in your hand and actually feel the material.
It feels really nice. It's an all metal enclosure, so it has the right weight and so on.
Biggest challenge right now
is obviously the manufacturing part of it. We're trying to get the final production samples from China, and we try to get them as fast as possible and to try to evaluate the materials.
So there's a lot of back and forth, and I think the biggest challenge is that it takes some time before we actually get those samples and can make new decisions on them.
We always have like a communication between here in Denmark and China and back and forth. That would require time, and they will send us samples and we have to evaluate those samples.
A sample might come in and some aspects of the new sample might work well, but then we need to try out another surface treatment or another color for the logo or whatever, and we'll have to wait like another week or 2 weeks before we can get that sample in. So that's very different from building software where you constantly can course correct or iterate or change, make a revision.
Kind of annoying part was actually the keyring itself for the Thermodo. So we had like so many different keyrings to choose from in different sizes and so on. And so what to do? We found the keyring now, and we decided that we now have found a size that we can live with. So that's cool. Last week we had a major breakthrough. We finally finished the design for the packaging.
And we've been experimenting with a lot of different things, and it's been very challenging trying to figure out exactly which direction we're going to go.
Packaging gave us quite a headache. It took quite a while. We had several iterations and we had no idea what to do, where to go from. But we had several iterations and different designs and stuff.
Turns out packaging is very expensive actually to do. More expensive sometimes than the actual product.
And we actually went from a really complicated plastic construction to just a simple paper box. I'm really glad about that. So it's more green and less work to do.
I'm actually quite satisfied with it. The design is quite simple and functional. That's what we try to achieve. We didn't want to,
we want it to be nice, obviously, but we don't want to, put too much emphasis or waste too much time on the actual packaging. So right now we have to create some designs, and they're off to the printers, and we're going to get some samples.
Anyway, we spent way too much work already for packaging and so on. And I don't know if we should say that, but there is a hidden message in the package, so you should look for that.
Initially, we thought that we'd package all of the Thermodos here at the office. Now that we're producing around 10,000 of them, that's not really feasible anymore, so we'll have to go out and find a solution for that somehow. How do you feel about the overall progression after the Kickstarter campaign? We get asked this a lot.
We're getting things done.
We knew that the progress of making a hardware will be slower than producing like software.
We're definitely doing a lot of work, and I mean the Thermodo itself has changed quite a lot from the campaign. It's slimmer and it's smaller than the original prototype. We're now going all aluminum. We've figured out what kind of materials and what kind of production methods we're going to be using. We've worked on packaging.
All the major issues have been solved so far. So we had some problems during the production. There was one process in particular that broke like the entire sensor thing inside of the Thermodo. So we only got like metal enclosures, and none of them actually worked. We found a solution for that.
So we're doing all these things, but none of them are actually like finalized, completely finalized. And I think we've been very hesitant in putting out this information because once you put it out there in a big update, it sort of manifests itself, and people will call you out if you later on go back on those decisions or if you change something. And yeah, it's definitely been hard navigating that chasm between the process and iterating stuff and what you're telling people is going to happen.
So keyring is done. The motor manufacturing process is done. Now we're just waiting to receive the next bunch of samples to verify the design, and then so we're pretty close to press the button for mass manufacturing. So that's cool.
We hope that these sort of candid behind-the-scenes kind of looks will be interesting to some of the backers, and we hope that it will kind of just hit that neat balance of actually showing you, or at least talking to you about some of the issues that we're facing right now, or that we're currently working on right now. What's awesome about the project, without it becoming these bloated announcements that has to be 100% certain. So this will hopefully sort of fill in that gap and give you a bit of content and a bit of insight into the process and the team and what we're doing. And we'll try to make it interesting in a way. It'll be fun, hopefully. Stay tuned.
No.